Imagine just looking out at your farm right now. What if I told you that just one single acre of that land could generate 10 times the income of a conventional rice or vegetable crop? What if you could cultivate a product so unique and so highly sought after that buyers are actually knocking on your door rather than you having to chase them down in crowded wholesale markets? Sounds pretty incredible, right?
Okay, let's dive into this. 500,000 rupees. That is the potential retail value of just one single kilogram of premium dried saffron. Now, while saffron traditionally belongs to Kashmir, innovative farmers in high-altitude regions, including parts of Karnataka's Western Ghats, are actually experimenting with it right now. This number completely shatters the traditional farming paradigm. We're talking about products where a single kilogram can sell for thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of rupees.
So, welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to unpack exactly how shifting from volume-based commodity farming to value-based niche farming is completely transforming rural and peri-urban farm incomes. Whether you've got dozens of acres out in the countryside or literally just a spare balcony in Bengaluru, there are some incredibly lucrative opportunities hiding right in plain sight. We're going to look at the exact crops, the economics, and the step-by-step strategies you need to tap into this extraordinary income potential. Here is our agenda for this explainer. First, defining the shift. Second, fast and space-efficient crops. Third, field and forest high-value crops. Fourth, the beekeeping bonus. And finally, steps to success. Let's get right into it. Section 1. Defining the shift. Before we get into all the specific crops, we really need to fundamentally understand the mindset shift that makes this whole thing work. Take a look at this comparison. For generations, traditional commodity farming has basically been a game of high volume and low margins. You grow as much standard rice, wheat, or basic vegetables as humanly possible, and you sell them into standard markets where you have basically zero control over the price. Well, specialty agriculture flips this completely on its head. It is all about low volume, but incredibly high margins. You're targeting niche markets, premium restaurants, health-conscious consumers, or direct export channels where buyers often come directly to you. So, formally, specialty agriculture is the production of high-value, niche crops that command premium prices because of their unique traits. Now, I want to be totally transparent with you here. This absolutely requires more intensive management, greater knowledge, and specialized skills. It's not a plant-it-and-forget-it kind of system. But the trade-off, it is absolutely worth it. You are unlocking a dramatically higher income potential per unit of land. Section 2. Fast and space-efficient crops. This is actually the perfect starting tier because these crops require minimal land, but they thrive on high environmental control. And this brilliantly illustrates just how accessible and capital efficient this sector can be for rural entrepreneurs. Let's look at mushrooms. Oyster mushrooms are a fantastic entry point. They literally grow on agricultural waste like rice straw or sugarcane bagasse. They convert that low-value waste into food that sells for 100 to 200 rupees per kilo. You're essentially turning trash into treasure in just a 3-week cycle. If you have climate-controlled facilities, button mushrooms offer immense, consistent demand. And if you're willing to master the complexity, gourmet varieties like shiitake command huge premium prices in the booming health and functional food markets. Now, if you don't even have agricultural waste to spare, let's talk about microgreens and sprouts. These are vegetable and herb seedlings harvested just 7 to 14 days after germination. The infrastructure required for this is incredibly minimal. You just need shallow trays, a basic growing medium like cocoa peat, seeds, water, and a bit of light. You can literally run a commercially viable microgreen operation from a spare room, a balcony, or a tiny terrace greenhouse. So, why do this? Well, because in premium hospitality markets, high-end restaurants, and direct-to-consumer health segments, just 100 grams of premium microgreens can retail for up to 1,000 rupees. 1,000! That is staggering. It completely proves that you do not need huge tracts of land to generate substantial money. You just need the right crop, the right controlled environment, and the right buyer. Section 3. Field and forest high-value crops. These are the opportunities for those of you who do have land, specifically land situated in certain geographies, like the drier regions or the humid Western Ghats of Karnataka, and for farmers who have a bit of patience. India's traditional medicine systems, combined with this surging global wellness market we're seeing, have created incredible domestic and export demand for medicinal and aromatic plants. Just look at ashwagandha. It's drought-tolerant, it loves poor soil, and you can harvest it in just 6 to 8 months. Then you have Brahmi, which actually thrives in waterlogged areas where conventional crops would just rot away, providing rapid multiple harvests.
Or lemongrass, which you plant just once and can harvest for 5 to 7 years for its essential oils. It is all about perfectly matching the specific microclimate of your farm to the right high-value crop.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the crucial reality check it gives us. We mentioned earlier that vanilla can sell for massive premiums, upwards of 3,000 to 8,000 rupees per kilogram. But look at what it takes: immense patience and intense labor. You literally have to hand-pollinate every single flower during a very, very brief window, and it takes 2 to 3 years just to see your first harvest. So that premium price tag is a direct reflection of the meticulous skill and effort required.
If you prefer a faster turnaround out in the field, exotic vegetables are absolutely booming, especially around major urban hubs like Bangalore. Progressive farmers are supplying premium food service markets with colored, heritage, or baby vegetables, like purple cauliflower or heirloom tomatoes, which command massive premiums. And what I really love is the efficiency. For example, baby corn can actually be seamlessly intercropped right within your conventional mature maize. And whatever you do, don't ignore edible flowers like nasturtium. High-end chefs are desperate for these, and they are incredibly compatible with existing vegetable operations.
Section 4. The beekeeping bonus. This isn't just a standalone crop. It's a synergistic ecosystem booster that actively improves the yields of literally everything else you're growing.
When you introduce managed hives to your farm, you unlock multiple, distinct income streams all at once. Yes, there's premium single floral and organic certified honey. But a massive, rapidly growing commercial opportunity in its own right is actually pollination service rentals, literally renting your hives out to mango, apple, or sunflower farmers during their flowering seasons. Plus, you have value-added products like beeswax cosmetics and propolis health supplements, which boast incredibly high profit margins.
Section 5. Steps to Success. We've explored an amazing menu of crops today, but how do you actually execute this? It's time for a practical, risk-mitigating business blueprint to get you started.
So the crucial point is this 4-step framework. Success in specialty agriculture relies entirely on strategy, not just raw capital. Step 1. Market first. Identify your buyers and their quality expectations before you invest a single rupee. Step 2. Start small. Run a pilot-scale trial to learn the complex management skills firsthand. Step 3. Access training. Utilize your local agricultural universities and KVKs. And Step 4. Build your brand. The premium prices come from buyers who trust your authenticity and connect with your farm's unique story. I really want to pause on this point for a second, because this advice is an absolute lifesaver. This is the dangerous field of dreams trap. If you plant it, they might not come. Do not look at a spreadsheet showing huge profits. Go plant an acre of an exotic crop and just assume buyers are going to show up at harvest time paying top dollar. Often, farmers find out the hard way that realistic wholesale prices are far lower than their initial projections if they haven't secured the right premium buyer in advance. Please, talk to actual buyers and understand volume expectations before you buy a single seed.
Specialty agriculture is no longer just some niche experiment, it is the future of profitable farming. It's not about who has the most land anymore, but who has the most curiosity, the right knowledge, and the entrepreneurial drive. So I'll leave you with this. If the future of food is value over volume, is your farm, or even your balcony, ready to make the shift? Which specialty crop are you most interested in exploring? Let me know your top choice in the comments. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you next time.